I have no idea how the other video stopped, so I apologize. We're picking up right where we left off. So this is the first 6 months. The second 6 months, I take my new total, $1,000 plus the interest, times the rate, times the second 6 months. So think of this as January to June. This is July to September. And I'm going to multiply this out, and I get $7.05. So now I have a total of, I have $1,007 plus $7.05. I have a total of $1,014.05. So compound interest is a running total. This is the first 6 months. This is the second 6 months. Next one. How much interest do I earn on $5,300? Here's my interest compounded quarterly. Now quarterly would mean every 3 months. So she wants to know what's ours in 3 months. So let's start there. 3 months out of 12 months, because there's a total of 12, equals 1/4 of a year. And so that's the value I'm going to use when I calculate my interest. So I have $5,300 times my interest rate times 1/4 of a year, and that will give me my total interest. So using our calculator, I'm going to type that in. 5,300 times 0.028 times 0.25, and I got $37.10. Okay, so that's money that the bank would deposit into our account in 3 months. All right, so this next one is kind of a running tally of how it would work if they were computing it by hand. So he deposits $4,900. Here's your interest, compounded quarterly. Remember, that's every 3 months. So find the first quarter's interest. So $4,900 times 0.015 times 0.25. So this equals 1/4 or 0.25. Like that's where I'm getting 0.25 is from 1/4 is 1/4 of the year. If I multiply this out, I got $18.38. So what is the first quarter's balance? It would be $4,900 plus the interest I just earned. So what I deposited plus my interest, I now have $49.18 in my account. So always put a box around our answer. Find the second quarter's interest. So we bring down the total from the first quarter. Remember, compounded interest means I'm taking interest on the previous total, not the original, the previous total. So $49.18 times my interest rate times 0.25. I'm going to enter that in my calculator, and I got $18.44. So my balance is $49.18. It's the previous quarter plus my interest that I just earned. So this plus this. And I get a total of $4,936.83. Now at any time you can pause my video, try the third quarter. So take our new balance times our interest rate times 1/4. So $49.36 times 83 cents times our interest rate times 1/4. Enter that. You can pause my video, and it's a little bit more this time, $18.51. Notice it keeps going up because I have more and more money in my account. So the next quarter's balance is the previous total plus the interest I just earned to give me my new total of $49.55.34. So the account is slowly growing. Notice I haven't taken anything out and I haven't added anything else. So last one, my previous balance times my interest rate times 1/4, and a little bit more this time, $18.58. So my new balance is $49.55 plus $18.58. Now, I know this is kind of a pain in the butt by hand. Do you really think banks sit there and someone calculates it by hand? Absolutely not. There is a formula. So, and we will get there. We will get there. There's a formula that I'll give you in the next section. So how much interest did he earn? Well, we would add all of those interest rates up above. 1838 plus 1844 plus 1851 plus 1858. So add those up. 1838 plus 1844 plus 1851 plus 1858. And I got $73.91. Jonathan deposits $6,000 in an account that pays 2.1% interest compounded quarterly. What is his balance after 1 year? They want us to do this by hand, which is crazy. But I guess and so this is where I guess I could give you the formula, but it is going to be introduced in the next section. But the formula, if we're not doing it by hand, is our account total will equal P, which is your starting deposit, times 1 plus the rate divided by N to the T times N. And you're probably wondering what N is. N is how often you compound your account. So I don't want to do number 9 by hand, so I'm going to use my formula. So A equals, and I'll show you how to enter it, 6,000. Oh, sorry. And it actually might be easier if I do this on Desmos, but because you guys all have Desmos, 1.021 divided by, it says quarterly. So that means 4 times a year because there are 4 quarters in a year. And then divide that by 4. And my exponent, it says 1 year, so 4 times 1. All right, so I'm going to open up Desmos. And you can use your Desmos calculator. I don't know if it's just going to create one big glare, and I think it is. Okay, so in Desmos, I can enter it the way it is, 6,000. Oh, I think it's just going to create too much of a glare for you guys. So I'll try it in my calculator. 6,000 parentheses 1 plus our rate 0.021 divided by 4, and then you have to use the arrow up, the exponent button, and 4 times 1 is 4, and that gives me a total of 6,100 and I'm just going to round $27 because it's 99 cents. Okay, and so that is the answer there. How much interest would $1 million earn at 2% in 1 day? So in 1 day, there's 1 out of 365 days. And so that's how I would enter it. So if I had $1 million in my bank account, how much would that earn? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 0.02 times, in parentheses, 1 day divided by 365. Whew. In 1 day, I would earn $54.80. That's why if you win the lottery, put your money in a bank account. Okay. All right, next one. I'm just going to do a couple more with you. So we already did these. All right, number 12, because I think you have one like this on your homework. So in my savings account on June 26th, I have a $1,300. So I have nothing, and then I deposit $1,300. On the 26th, I don't make any. There's why I lined there. I don't make anything. So I'm going to calculate interest on $1,300, and so I'm going to multiply by 0.016, times, it's only one day, right? So times 1 over 365. Okay. So that day I earned 0.06 or so 6 cents. So my ending balance, and I'm just going to make sure my computer froze, so I'm going to make sure I didn't lose my video. I didn't. So now my new total is 13,006 and 6 cents. So opening balance is the 1,306 cents. It says on June 27th she deposited 450. So now I have 1750. I'm adding those amounts and 6 cents. And I'm going to multiply that by the 0.016 and that times 1 divided by 365 because I'm having to calculate it daily. So this times this gave me 8 cents. So I now have $1,750.14, right? I had 6 cents, add 8 cents, 14 cents. So that's the new total I'm going to use here, $17.50 and 14 cents. On the 28th, I withdrew, so I took out 110. So I'm going to subtract that, and I get $16.40 and 14 cents times my rate, 0.016 times 1 over 365, and I got 7 cents. So now there is $1,640.21. Whew, I know. We're not going to do 14. So this one, he has a bank account that compounds interest daily at 1.7%. On the morning of December 7th, the principal is $26.44 and 8 cents. That day he withdraws $550. Later that day he receives $934 and he deposits it in the bank. So what is his interest the first day? So that would be, I would subtract $550, add $934, and I get $3,028 and 8 cents. Okay, now I'm going to calculate my interest, right? So I am making, my interest rate is 0.017, and 1 day would be 1 over 365. So $30.28 and 8 cents times 0.017 times parentheses 1 divided by 365. And I got 14 cents. So now I have so I have 14 cents plus 30.28.8 cents. So now I have $3,028.22. On December 8th, he took out $300, which gives him $27.28 and 22 cents times your interest rate times 1 over 365, and I get 13 cents. So his total, I have to add 13 cents to my prior total. So my final total is $27.28 and 35 cents. I'm not going to do 14. 15. He has a balance of $1,000. Here's my interest rate, compounded weekly. So express her interest in a week. So interest, I have $1,000 times 0.0205. There are 52 weeks in 1 year. So I would multiply, if it's only 1 week, that's 1 out of 52. And I would multiply that, and I got, they just want interest, right? I think I get 39 cents. Yeah, 1,000 times 0.0205 times 1 divided by 52, and I got 39 cents. All right, last one. This is compounded monthly, so I'll do these last two. So 9,000 times my interest rate times 1 out of 12, because there are 12 months in a year. So in 1 month, it would be 1 out of 12. So I entered that in my calculator and I got $15.75. Now, hourly, there are 24 hours in a day times 365 days. So 24 times 365, that gives me 8,760 hours. So $25,000 times 0.05% times 1 hour out of the total in a year. So 2,500 times 0.05 times 1 divided by 8,760, and I got 0.01 cent. So you'd earn a penny an hour. That's still pretty good though. And that concludes that lesson.